Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today we're removing this large birch tree right here. Basically no drop zone. Big dead stem in the middle. It'll be some interesting rigging down above this stuff. We've got my climbing line in there. I'm gonna start by spurring up it. And we've got the porter wrap set up on this willow tree right here. The reason I set the porter wrap back there is because we're gonna be rigging this large leaning limb. And with the rigging point coming back towards this willow tree, we'll be able to center the force down that trunk instead of just hanging it off. If we put it at the base of the tree, we'd introduce more bending moment into that trunk. So by putting it back there, we just make it a little more stable. We'll probably start by getting this sketchy dead limb out of the center. It'll be pretty hard because it's got a lot of fungus growing on it, so we don't know how solid it is. I mean, well, we know it's probably not solid. We're just gonna try to get that down without hitting anything, so we'll have to be pretty gentle, do some good basket hitches. Here's another angle of subject number one. We're just gonna get Augustin to put a couple pieces of caution tape up here that so he can close off this little laneway, because while he's rigging, he's gonna be around the other side of that fence, and you're not gonna have line of sight of people. Don't want people coming out this way under pieces, because I won't be able to see them either, because they'll be under these vines. This thing's pretty hollow. This side's a little more solid. Won't trust that for a second though. Now this ratchet strap I put in here will act to just stabilize the whole tree a bit. It reduces how much it shakes when I climb out there. And it also will just reduce the amount of leverage that's applied to these unions at the base when I climb out these. It's not doing too much for the dead one, but it at least is stopping it from shaking. It's providing some dampening. So yeah, we'll get up there and see if we can rig out these two long pieces and then this part first. Bit of a dead center in that as well. Doesn't look like it goes too far back down this, but that's good to know, because we are going to be rigging off it. Yeah, we're going to do some hitches all the way down this to try to hold it together a bit. All right, Augustin. Yeah? You ready on the rope there to take up a bit of slack as this comes? I'm ready. Okay, I'm going to see. I've left a lot of holding wood, but it's pretty dead, so it might just go. Wrapped it all up to try to hold it together as best as we can. Nope, not quite yet. Okay, I think this is gonna come now. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm just gonna let it into the system. Just let go, I'll take the rope. You just take it off the pin. Yeah. And then I can lower it and swing it so you can grab it. Or actually just get the grabber. You can just grab the rope with the grabber. Great, that was the tricky one. As this piece goes, let it down a little bit so it's under me, okay? Make sure you have slack right by your feet, because just the friction of it against your hands will stop it, right? Ready? I'll try to help it go slow too. Okay. Hold it. Yeah, it worked great. Just wait till it stops. Woo! Perfect. Yeah. How's the weight? 65%. Okay. You can start letting it down. This one, just going into the yard is probably the easiest way. Lower it right beside the fence, because then it's less of a battering ram if you slip. The farther you pull them away, the more of a battering ram you create. right, got the dead one out. Now the hard stuff. It goes down a little ways at least. Great example of when you take off huge limbs, they don't always heal over super well. Hardest cut to heal from is the reduction cut. Maybe this piece was dead. I don't know why they would have cut that off if it was alive and left the one that goes farther over the neighboring property. My problem now. Come over here and just take friction on the trunk. I think that'll be better. Yeah, and with that, we'll try to kind of swing it to the right a little bit so that it comes down and just brushes the house down like this way. It's actually kind of comfortable right here. It's funny. That's hilarious. It's not even rubbing on anything, just going right between my heels there. I guess when this goes, it'll maybe touch my right heel a tiny bit, but I can move that out of the way. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish it with the handsaw. So you got some tension on there?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that'll go. Okay, you ready? Yeah. Keep a bit of tension on it. Hold and hold. Beauty. We just got this one more long one to do up here. We'll get all stuck in the cherry and it'll be great. And then I gotta come down and take a pee. I'm just gonna move this pole saw because it's on the piece we're gonna rig. And that's not optimal. Where can I put this? Nowhere good. Hook it on there and let go. Whoa, she's staying. Okay, yeah, you're, I mean, clear besides the hanging pole saw. Hanger! Just watch out, it snapped that limb, which is now a hanger. It doesn't look like it's gonna come off, but be careful. Okay, so I think the best plan is to try to just lower this down slow and controlled and get the butt on the ground, and then it'll actually be pretty easy. Ideal situation is the tips stay in the cherry. Yeah, keep going slow. Yeah, you can stop there and then hook the rope and pull it off to the sidewalk. Okay, I got it. Yeah, and see if you can pull that out over the, oh, love it. We'll just sit it on the fence there and you can process. All right, on the rope, you can go on the pin. This will have a little weight to it. That's just about there. Okay, coming. Nice. I think we'll put the half wrap on, because the thing is, when your hands are totally open, the half wrap will take 165 pounds. So that plus a little bit of friction, we're still probably not gonna exceed 300 pounds at the rigging point, which should be just fine. All right, that's away from my feet. Still not messing with that. Okay. Yeah, that'll go when I push it. Beauty.
Yeah, lower.
I'm gonna put my lanyard in the other stem here. Yeah. Okay, that'll come when I push it. Beauty. Oh. We got a pretty funny rig set up here, but transferring the load down the stems as best as we can and keeping it out of my way. Yeah, we'll do this one next, and then we'll see about these long ones. I don't love that those cars are there, but I'm gonna try to just cut the wedge so we can put it down so the tips go into the center of that cherry, and then we could just lower the butt down to the ground and Augustin can pull it out. So I think that should work. The tips going in there will reduce how much I bounce around up here too, because that is a concern. But I've already taken some weight off and I've got my 4 redirects there, which is pretty funny. Might be a record. Woo! It's one of the most uncomfortable ones I've ever done.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you to close the gate.
I meant to do that.
Ready there?
Ready?
There it is. Perfect. I'm thinking this piece, it's so dead. I can see that, you know, this sounds hollow and it's compromised. The tip's dying back. I can see rot up there, so I don't want to climb it. And we can get this, we can just dump this in between the cherry and the willow there. I think we'll get you to set up we'll set up a tag line up in it a little ways, and you can just pull on it from over by the chipper.
Oh yeah.
And we'll just try to slot it over there. It might break a little branch or two, but we can just fix up the tree if it snaps off a branch or two. The thing is, it's like half dead and it's pretty light. It's not that thick of a piece except for the base, and I can stop the base from hitting the cherry by doing the butt tie here. So I honestly think that's a pretty good option. Suppose I could climb up here a little bit and I'll just cut off the little branches so there's less to get hung up when we do this. That way while I'm up there too, I can put the tag line in pretty easily.
Yeah, sure.
As I'm climbing up this here, I can literally feel that it wants to crack at any moment. It's very compromised. So I'm just gonna take one more step up here. Watch it crack. And from this horribly awkward position, I will take these branches off. That works great.
Yeah.
Well, we put in an 8-hour day yesterday doing the tricky parts, and it's the next day and we're back at it. Here it is. Beauty. All right, I got that side down to the straps there, and the rest is gonna be done with the 500i, the big chainsaw. So I'm just gonna go up here while I still have the climbing saw, and we can get all these branches out. That way when I start chunking stuff down into the yard here, Augustin can chip everything and he can start getting these branches out of the yard, because that's gonna be a bit of a mission. Here it is. Hips incoming.
Feels so wrong to have a piece coming straight towards me.
Yeah, I mean, that's good that that feels wrong. All right. Well, you, sir. I think we're actually done with the bull rope. I'm just gonna drop that. Yeah, you can take that out of the end there. Taking off the ratchet strap. All right, we got one of the three completely down, and I got the other two down to the point where I need the big saw. So we're just oiling and gassing up the big saw, and I'm heading back up there to chunk down the bottom. Augustin's been trying to convince me to get a sucker blower here. Apparently there's a blower that can suck up wood chips too.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you think we should get a sucker blower.
Everyone wants a sucker blower.
I mean, it's the start of fall, so there shouldn't be anything living inside here, but this thing's hollow. I hope I don't get attacked by like a rabid squirrel. All right, nothing's attacking me yet. Two pieces for you. Woo! All right, that's all the climbing done. And reach the rest from the ground. All right, we got it down. Time to take lunch and then clean up a mess of sawdust. We're all cleaned up. We're just gonna leave the wood here for a few days. Got free written on it. We often do this and just put it up on Facebook Marketplace so the neighborhood can get free firewood. People will be all over this birch. I think it usually doesn't even last more than 48 hours.
Everyone, if we get 100 new subscribers from this video, he's gonna get me a 2-for-4 beer. So you guys better subscribe, better like, share this with all your friends, and yeah, Bob is your uncle.